Hey guys, welcome back to my show where we talk about all things movies, TV shows, and cigars. And today we're going to be talking about a movie that came out recently and I just got done watching it at the movie theater. It was mediocre at best. Man, it's a Marvel movie and I'm kind of not really digging where the direction of Marvel movies are going. And if I'm going to be completely honest with you, I'm not even a big fan of where any of these superhero movies are going anymore. I've almost had an overwhelming amount of superhero movies in my head, and it's just every movie almost is the same now. But today we're going to be talking about one that recently just came out, starring Aaron Taylor Johnson. We're going to be talking about Kraven the Hunter. Now, before we get started, if you could please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, definitely helps me out. Stay tuned for more videos. I don't think I'm going to be doing another video until next year, 2025, which is only in a few days. I can't wait to see you guys next year, and I hope you guys set a bunch of goals for yourself, and I hope you accomplish every single one of them. I'm rooting for all of you. Thank you so much for watching. Now, we're going to talk about this movie, though. So, mediocre at best. Okay, so Aaron Taylor Johnson is a great actor. I just did not really like his interpretation of Kraven the Hunter. If I'm going to be completely honest, if you were to Google or look up a picture of the comic book Kraven the Hunter, he's almost got like a short hair, he's got the goatee going on. He's got, he's big as he's tall as hell. He's bigger than a mountain, he's a big guy. But not Aaron Taylor Johnson had he had more of a scruffy beard. He had kind of the longer hair. He looked more like a Tarzan, other than a Kraven the Hunter. And there's nothing wrong with that. I get that you have to kind of do your own version of the character, but I don't know. This movie just didn't hit it for me. I kind of felt like I was come on. All right, come on, that's it. You know what I mean? It was very boring. It was very drawn out. Way too much talking. The action scenes in it were pretty good, but the amount of talking in the movie, it was just kind of it was boring, to say the least. I thought the movie was incredibly boring. Now, if we're going to be talking about the fight scenes, the first scene of the entire movie, he breaks out of a prison. There will be spoilers in this, just spitting that out now. I should need to start putting that in the beginning of the freaking video. But anyway, first scene of the movie, he breaks out of prison, and I'm going to say it, I think that's actually the coolest scene in the whole movie. He just, somehow, he actually sneaks his way into prison to kill this guy. He leaves the actual, prisoner, just in the snow, buried, and dresses up as him, draws the tattoo on his neck, and goes and kills this, kingpin drug lord guy kind of thing, or whatever, in the prison, and he escapes like it was nothing. And I was like, damn, I'm thinking this movie's going to kick ass. There you go. Nah. That is the coolest scene in the entire movie. Period. That is it. That is the coolest scene in the movie. Everything else was just kind of blah, drawn out. And to sum this movie up, if I had to put it into one sentence, it would be daddy issues. So Russell Crowe is Kraven the Hunter's dad in this movie, or the actor that plays him. And Russell Crowe's character is so gung-ho about be a man with his Russian accent kind of thing. And I like the Russian accent. I think it's kind of cool. Anybody with a Russian accent, it just makes you, a little bit cooler than normal. But Russell Crowe's character was so over the top about being a hunter, being a man. And then you slowly kind of find out later on, kind of relatively short in the movie, you find out that he's kind of like a kingpin drug, poaching guy. He just collects trophies, goes hunting, tries to teach Kraven how to, hunt, and then Kraven the Hunter gets attacked by this legendary lion, gets his ass kicked by this lion. Next thing you know, out of freaking nowhere, this girl shows up with this magic serum, which, if you're trying to figure out what the hell that serum's about, you won't. They really do not go over this serum at freaking all in this movie, and that bothered the hell out of me. But, talk about miraculous timing. And then the girl that gives Kraven the serum to become this strong, fast, animal-like man. He get his senses are high, his senses. He can smell, he can see very far away. He's incredibly strong. He can run really fast. But it doesn't explain how that serum came to be, other than the girl that gave it to him. Her grandmother was this powerful village leader, and just so happened to have some, and she just decided to give it to Kraven before he died. Now, that girl character later in the movie becomes kind of just a lawyer, and somehow it doesn't really explain how Kraven finds her. because you kind of don't have to. Like, if you're on his list, he's just going to find you. That's essentially his character. Like, he's a hunter. That's just what he does. He just finds people, finds things, whatever. But she was kind of like I felt like she was kind of like an unnecessary character. His brother, who is younger than him, turns out to be the chameleon, which I thought that was awesome. I really did not see that coming until the dad's sitting at his club while the chameleon's playing the piano. His brother's name is Dimitri, and then Russell Crowe just goes, he's like a chameleon, he can sound like anyone. And I was like, oh, that's a giveaway. But we're going to get into the action, the solid 5 minutes of action that this movie held. So there's a long, drawn-out, car chase scene where Kraven the Hunter's not even in a car. He's just running through the city trying to catch this bulletproof glass car. And he kind of just gives up toward the end of it, like, okay, whatever. And now, the main antagonist of the movie, other than the dad being an asshole, is another character called the Rhino. Which, if you are looking for the greatest fight scene you have ever seen in any Marvel movie, well, this is not the movie. This fight scene was over in a flash. Like, it was a blink and it was over. The Rhino, respectively, was kicking Kraven the Hunter's ass. Kraven found one little loophole involving the Rhino, which involved like this little tube-like input thing that the Rhino needs to maintain his human-like form. But then, next thing you know, Kraven just stabs it, and then the fight's over. That was literally it. And I'm talking, it was shorter than 5 minutes. This fight scene, no joke, was shorter than 5 minutes. I was expecting so much more, and honestly, Kraven would have probably lost if it wasn't for the stampede of rams coming by. Man, this movie was just kind of like weak. It was weak as hell. And that's not a pun to like mock, you know what I mean? Like, the dad in the movie's like, you can't be weak, you can't be weak. No, the movie itself was weak. It was just not enough for me. And honestly, like, I don't like getting up. I don't like getting up and going to the bathroom in movies, especially if I really like the movie. I had no problem walking out for a minute just to take a piss and then come back, and I was like, okay, so I still missed nothing. It was still the same drawn-out talk scene between the Rhino and the younger brother, which if you see the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. But my God, just stop with the Marvel movies already. Like, and if you're gonna produce a Marvel movie, like, stop making it goofy. Stop trying to tie in a joke to it. Like, this movie was rated R. Like, you had every opportunity to make this thing gritty, violent, everything you wanted it to be, and even the violence was, like, not enough. And I don't want to sound like a psycho by saying that, but, like, just, if it wasn't for, like, the 4 or 5 F-bombs dropped in the movie, it could have passed for rated PG-13. It really could have. I'm going to say it. Like, I'm going to rate this movie as a 6.5, like 6.5 out of 10. And that's generous. Like, that really is kind of generous. Like, I'll say that. Like, it actually could have been a 6, in my opinion. I don't think it had any chance of being a 7. But just to give it some kind of, like, leeway, because I do like Kraven the Hunter as a character in Marvel. I think Kraven the Hunter is pretty damn cool. But, man, this movie just fell. It just wasn't that good. I'm not going to say it was a complete and utter piece of garbage, but all in all, like, I expected way more than what I bargained for. And, I don't know, 6.5 out of 10. That's what I'm going to rate this movie. Leave in the comment section what you thought about it. Like I said, I'm just, it's one of those movies, like, I'm happy I saw it, and it was good the first time I saw it, but I really don't care if I ever see it again. And I mean, I really don't care if I ever see it again. But leave in the comment section. Let me know what you thought about this movie. My personal opinion, 6.5 out of 10. I think, like I said, I'm going to not probably do another video until 2025. So I won't see you guys till next year. So set some goals. Make sure you accomplish every single one of them. And I'm looking forward to another video. I'm looking forward to do more movies, more TV shows, and, smoke cigars with me as we do it. Have a great day, YouTube. And like I said, I'll see you all in 2025. Have a great day.